just wanted to start then, I think, from one of the kind of competition side, but how did you get to the point where you'd move from Straven, you come up with the idea, and then all of a sudden just winning, World Technology Sports Awards?
Right, so that sounds as if it's quite a short time frame there. It's actually, there's a few years between that. So the initial idea, I think any entrepreneur will tell you ideas are easy, but implementation, delivery, execution is a hard bit, and that's where the real work is. So, as Ken said, I was a big sports fan, played a lot of sport, played badminton for Scotland, played a lot of sports competitively, moved into Glasgow about 10 years ago, lost all my games, my clubs, guys I played squash with, and I realised that I could get a takeaway, a cab, instantly on demand through my phone. What I really wanted was new networks, people to play sports with, kids to play in. There was just no easy way to do it. And I think the way my brain works is it's always connecting things. I think, as Kesh has already said, you look to add value, you look to where you can give things back. And I've always taken a lot out of sport, I've got a lot of value from it. So I thought, there's a real issue here of being able to find people to play with, also being able to find things to play in. And I had a look, there was nothing really in the market, so what we did was we started, we did a bit of market research, we called a lot of people that some had an interest in sports, some didn't. We get some really strong sports statistics on demand for the product, not just for football, but lots of other different sports. And then we started on what I thought would be a relatively straightforward journey of going from idea to actually building the product. And as it turned out, that was an absolute nightmare. We spoke to probably, 10 or 20 development companies across Scotland, so Glasgow, Edinburgh. None of them were interested in doing it.
And why was that? Because a lot of people have ideas, and me and Jim spoke about this earlier. He had the idea, and then he reached out to a lot of people, and they weren't willing to take on the project. Yeah. Why was that? And then how did you go about finding the right people?
So, I think, from the conversations we had, I think the majority of dev houses are really interested in sort of knocking out brochure apps with big corporates, They're not really interested in some guy that turns up at their office with a big idea. They're sort of used to going, right, give me $100,000 and I'll knock you out a brochure app. It's easy money for them. So we just couldn't get anybody to do it. So what I found, at that time I spoke to a guy that runs websites for us, chatted about the idea, he thought it was a great idea. So he said he would design it, with wireframe it all out, he would do the actual designs and layouts. And then we would find somebody to code it up, which at the time, naively we thought, we'll just find a guy, it'll be easy, like idiots. And so we found this thing called Odesk, which I think is now Upwork. It's like Fiverr effectively, so it's an online marketplace for people like me with an idea who want to get it built and get it out in the market. So we took it to some developers, we did a lot of bids, and we ended up taking it to some developers from Ukraine. But what was coming back just wasn't good enough quality, it wasn't stable, it wasn't scalable. So around about the same time we found an accelerator program called Entrepreneurial Spark. We joined that. Long story short, they introduced us to some developers locally that they trusted and that were highly regarded. And the analogy I always use there is that it's like putting your car into the garage if you don't trust the mechanic. You're asking people to do things, and if you don't actually trust what they're telling you in terms of how much it's going to cost, how long it's going to take, you're not hiding to nothing. So what you really need is people that are building your technology that you actually trust and you believe in, and that they believe in what you're doing. So found some guys, built the product. As Kesh said, we raised some money initially in Cedars. We had enough of an MVP to sort of improve a few metrics, so our customer acquisition cost, there was demand there. The product itself at that stage was absolutely shit, but it let us get it out in the market and show that there was interest in it. So we raised about 150 grand in about 2 days in Cedars. We had a lot of that already. So Cedars, does everybody know what Cedars is? Yeah, crowdfunding, equity-based crowdfunding. So we had a lot of those investors ready to go.
Sorry, so for those who don't know what Cedars is, then would you like to just explain?
Yeah, so so everybody knows like Indiegogo, Kickstarter, yeah, everybody know crowdfunding.
Just a quick show of hands for people who do know, so we know if we don't need to go over this or not. Okay, so maybe we'll just say
okay. So crowdfunding effectively is you can promote your product for a marketplace where you can then ask people to invest. So for things like products, so I'm trying to think of a good example. There was a flying camera, it was like a drone camera, I can't remember what I think it was called. It raised something like 6 million on Indiegogo or Kickstarter. And effectively what they're doing is getting people to invest in that product so they can build it. For a product like ours, because our app's free, we can't sell them the product, so effectively what we have to do, they invest in the company and we just give them equity in return. So effectively they're just investing in our company for shares. So we had a lot of people were interested in supporting the idea, so we sort of tied that all together through Seeders, and then we raised a bit of money in a few days, and that allowed us then to completely rebuild the product and start again. So that was the initial, that was where we started. There was probably a year or so after that before we sort of started winning an award, and then it's just kind of
moved on.
Yeah, I mean the first one, the big one was the Sports Technology Award. So that was up against Arsenal, British Road, the New York Marathon, the German FA. We were delighted just to be nominated in that kind of company, but when they actually read out that we were the winners, I was like, my head just was like, and I mean it's really embarrassing. All the other people were up against at that table, and it was just me. So I had to go up and get the award. It was Mark Chapman who does Match of the Day, or used to do Match of the Day.
Oh, yeah.
He was like, oh, it's just one guy, and I was just it was like 450 quid a seat for a lunch, and I was like, there's no way we can't. They were wanting like $4,000 for a table, and I was just like, it was me and one other guy who just invested in the company, and he refused to go up. So
was it at that point that you said, what I'm doing, it feels legitimate, it feels like a real thing? Up until then, it was. How did you feel about it?
That was the point where I felt as if we were building something pretty good. There's always a Scottish thing. Like, I know there's a lot of international students obviously in the room, but there's a very Scottish thing of you never get too big for your boots, you never really get ahead of yourself. But that was the point when I saw the competition we were up against, and it was all global brands and us, and I was just like, you could see kind of everybody going like, who are those guys? And then we won, and I was like, holy shit! And that was the point where I thought, right, we're on the right track here. We are still, we've still got a lot to do in terms of product, but what we're trying to build is really hard, and there's a lot of moving parts, so it was never going to be quick and easy. So yeah, I think we've seen, from there, we've continued to get better, and we've still got a lot of really cool stuff to do. So yeah, that was the first point where I really thought we were going the right way.
And a lot of people listening might assume that you have a tech background.
I don't know.
And that you built this amazing app.
I'm what's technically classed as the David idea.
Right, okay.
Like literally, I now have a.
So how do you go from being the idiot with the idea and then actually dealing with people who know these things, computer scientists, developers, and then telling them, and like you were saying, it's like trusting the mechanic.
Yeah.
So how specific? Because I think that's one of the main things. A lot of people maybe have ideas in here, and they're either trying to find the right people, and they're maybe being thrown about, and that persistence, and then not even knowing what the business is.
Find somebody that you trust. It's absolutely crucial. Find somebody that you trust that believes in your idea, that wants to get behind it, that they have the same vision as what you have, because one of the things that people can really tell you is going from idea to actual product execution to even then, once you've built a product, we've still got a long way to go in terms of actually product market fit and getting scale, and that's a long and horrible and arduous journey. There's a lot of pain and stress involved in it. It's not easy. So you need to be on that journey with somebody that has a similar desire to do it, that believes in what you want to do, but that you trust and that you like, because you're going to be spending a lot of time with them. I mean, Lee, who's my right hand man, who's the brains of the operation, I'm obviously just the face. So he's super smart. He's like, way smarter than me. And you need somebody like that that's you need somebody with a big picture, but you need somebody that's going to go back up. Here's why this is not going to work, and but can execute. So it's not an easy thing to do. It's hard to find somebody that has got the same vision but can execute and has got complementary skills to what you have. It's absolutely crucial. So I would say, if you are like me, a non-tech founder, go and hang about at tech events and go and meet people that have got the skills that you don't have, because there's a converse situation where they might have the tech skills, but a lot of the time they don't have the people skills or the market skills. I mean, we've got 5 developers on the team now. Lee's the only one that really likes talking to people. Everybody else kind of just likes to sit down and code. And so, the things I can do, they can't do, and vice versa.
Yeah, absolutely. So that kind of brings me on to creating the right team, and also entrepreneurial spark.
Great seg.
Yeah.
Loved it.
Professional. Building the right team, but also the right resources. So you mentioned earlier on entrepreneurial spark, and that just reminded me as well what I was mentioning earlier on with CMS, intellectual property, and also with the SEN. So in your opinion, how did this kind of incubator actually help you? Because like you're saying, mentorship and teams don't just come along, and there's a lot of help out there. So how did you find that?
Absolutely invaluable. So things like this, where you have people with similar mindsets that are interested in doing something, and I think the most important thing for me in anybody is that growth mindset, that you are willing to learn and willing to constantly be taking on new information. I think that's fundamentally the most important thing in people generally. If you think you know it all, if you think you're better than other people, if you think you've learned everything you need to learn, you haven't. It's a constant battle, because especially in the tech industry, everything's moving really quickly. It's not just tech, it's marketing. Everything's evolving all the time, and you need to build a team that has specific interests in lots of different areas. So for us, it's it's really the tech side of things. It's marketing, it's user experience, user interface, behavioural psychology. There's lots of moving parts, and I'm not trying to say this to make it sound impossible. I'm just saying that as you progress, we didn't start with all that expertise. You just constantly, so you put out a kind of MVP, and then you say, okay, we need to get better here.
What's an MVP?
So minimum viable product. So effectively, as little as you can put in the market. So you build the bare minimum of what you can to actually have a functional product.
And was this what you'd outsourced basically to Eastern Europe, Ukraine?
And
this was your minimal viable product. You then tested, knowing you'd had a market, and then you knew you could move forward from there.
And it's quite funny looking back, because I don't know if anybody's read the Lean Startup, but within that, it's like if you don't look back in 2 years and think your MVP is an absolute disgrace, then you waited too long, which effectively you put out the bare minimum to actually get in the market and get moving. And I remember putting out our MVP and thinking, this is amazing. Like, I don't know, everybody saying, oh, you need to wait, you get out there, it doesn't matter if it's shit, just get out there. And I'm looking at mine thinking, this is absolutely brilliant. And I look back at it now and I'm like, oh my god, it's so bad. But that's the kind of point, you need to, it's all about just forward progression. Keep moving forward, keep improving things, and keep looking at where you can be better.
So maybe the discrepancy between that and university, because you didn't go to uni, did you?
No.
And yet you've run several businesses.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff that we learn at uni is you have to sit and structure it out, critically think about it, and then even at the end we probably don't even do half the things. So how do we get from moving to thinking and critically analysing to actually taking action?
Yeah. There's value in planning. I think one of the guys from Andres and Horowitz, which is one of the biggest VCs in the world, and I think
Venture capitalists.
sorry,
Because not everybody might be from
sorry.
background.
So effectively, it's very valuable to plan, to map out what you want to do, but the plan will probably be worthless. It's valuable to go through the exercise of working it out, but it's never going to go the way, we can all have fun with spreadsheets where, you sit and you go, all right, here's my user progression, here's my, here's my profit, and here's my hockey curve, hockey stick growth curve. It's, you sit and go, holy shit, I'm going to be like a multi-millionaire in 3 years. And it's like, it's this is so exciting, but it never works out how you want it to work out. Always takes much longer, always costs much more. But the actual planning exercise is valuable, but just know that you have to change what you think to what it actually becomes. So, I can't remember, was that the question?
No, we're just, What's your opinion of actual universities in terms of teaching entrepreneurship, teaching business?
It's kind of hard for me to say because I haven't been through it.
When you work with people or work with people in the past,
I think.
What do you think? What skills do you think are missing, and what mindset's missing?
So for me, I didn't go to uni because I learned by doing things, and I'm shit at listening to people try and explain things. I have to do them to understand them. Okay. So I mean, when I did my hires at school, and it was just stuff I didn't care about, and it took me a long time to work out actually what I do care about. So
what did that look like for you after high school then? I seen HSBC.
Yeah, so I went into banking and did my bank exams, and then went on to finance and get promoted.
Did you enjoy that kind of competitiveness of just seeing if you could do it?
No, not really.
But you did it.
So
you must have liked it at some point.
I wasn't good. I suppose it was good enough to get promoted, but it wasn't like. I think one of the biggest things I've learned in probably the last 6-7 years since I've been doing, started thinking about this, was it makes a massive difference if you're doing something that you care about. We've got a couple of family businesses that were making decent money. I wasn't really interested in them, and money in itself doesn't really drive me. I've got a young family and I want to make enough money that I can, support my family and go on holidays and make sure that the family's comfortable. But super yachts and sort of mansions and Riviera don't really drive me. I'd rather be going to gig it in the Barrowlands and going to comedy and hanging about with a bunch of dudes that are like, oh, look at how much money I don't care.
And for a lot of people sitting here, maybe they do know what they're passionate about, or maybe they're figuring that out.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like you're saying, they have to have a minimum amount of money, or maybe they're going to have to go into banking. So how does that process actually look?
Well,
is it straightforward?
No, I mean, to be honest, you don't. I think you can move. There's not really easy answers. It depends what you want to do. What we wanted to do required a bit of money, and we've raised probably the best part of $500,000 by now. But to deliver a tech team, we've been running a tech team in that for like 4 years. So it's not a lot, it's like $100,000 a year more or less, which is not a lot for a tech team. That would get one developer on. Yeah. But you don't need, you've got a very tech heavy product, you don't need to have that. I mean, if I was doing this again, if I could find a product where I could be generating revenue straight at the bat, it'd be much less stressful. We've got something which will take a lot of front end investment, but if it goes, it will be boom. I'll probably never need to work again.
Okay, so explain that to people, how you're focusing on the product and delivering the product and the customer experience, rather than say, spending that money on marketing. Yeah. Explain how that looks in for people that don't understand necessarily business in a kind of simple way.
Okay, so at the moment, what we're trying. So I'm trying to think of how to explain this in a simple way. So what we're building at the moment is something that has got a lot of value to a lot of people, but the bar for what we do in terms of delivering apps is set at Uber and JustEat and Tinder. So this happened, I was like, right,
And you did in Hong Kong as well, actually, 'cause I was playing over there, and it was the same thing, struggling for numbers. They're quite competitive over there.
It's a universal problem. Universal problem. So the guy approached me and said, look, I'd love you to come in this. And I was like, I don't want to do another accelerator. And then he said, well, I get that, but we've got £100 million to have a development bank fund attached to it. And I was like, where's it for? So effectively, he sold me that, and so we went out and I saw it. And actually, when I got there, I was like, holy shit, this is quite amazing. I mean, the infrastructure they've built out there is insane.
And that's because they're hosting the World Cup in 2020.
And they've got the World Athletics Championships.
Right.
The crowds, people have been complaining about the crowds, which is fair enough. But I think when actually you've got a lot of travelling support both for the World Cup, the setup they've got is incredible. People are really nice. It's a really safe country, really modern country. So we're out there, and you know we've got a lot of opportunities. We're probably going to be doing something with the World Cup. We've got a multinational telecoms company that we've got 180 million customers that we're just finalising a partnership with. We've also got some other stuff going on, probably with games and Birmingham that are looking to use our product for older legacy programs. So there's a lot of potential partnerships, and we get approached all the time and we take the product to other places, and we'd love to, but we just don't have the resources at the moment. So,
in terms of the culture, doing business in a different country, especially in a Middle Eastern country, how has that been to adopt a different mindset? I don't know, from what I know about you, you've done most of your business in the UK, maybe even around Europe, but expanding at that different culture, how have you found that, and how would you recommend people do that? Because a lot of people from Strathclyde are either international, working in different countries, and maybe it's a different change.
It's very challenging. As I said, I was lucky. My mate Chris, who's been out there for the 7-8 years, he's the head of head of sportsman international school, and he's built up a lot of really good network out there just because he's had a lot of kids go through his school that have got very rich parents, and so he's got a really good network. So he's, and also the fact he's involved in the kind of sports industry out there, so he's been invaluable just in terms of introductions and explaining to me how things work. But it's I would say if you're looking at a different market, find somebody again that you trust, if you can, that understands the nuances of operating in a different country, because you know Qatar, as an example, things just take a lot longer. There's a lot of
why is that?
It's just how their culture is. They want to get to know you first. There's a lot of talk about how you're getting on, talk about the family, and then businesses that kind of.
And that's the complete opposite from here. Or it's.
I think it depends who you do business with. I mean, I like to do business with people that I like to trust.
So it wasn't too much of a change?
No, I mean, I enjoy that, you know, because I like people and I like to, you know, find out who people are getting on, and I like to know. I think people are just straight to business just to get a bit too much, you know. I'd much rather know somebody and trust them before I kind of get a business relationship with them. Not that I'm, you know, like doing 6 days so good already. But yeah, you want to know who you're dealing with. So that's fine for me, but you've got to understand the things you're going to take away, and there's a lot of. It's very opaque in terms of the structure and hierarchy of who makes decisions and who's above who and who's boss, because they don't tell you. And it's like,
oh really?
Aye. So honestly, there's been a number of times where I've been like, wait, this guy's a waste of time. I'll go and speak to this guy, and then it turns out the first guy's the second guy's boss, and you're like, oh shit. So you know, you do your best, but there's always challenges.
Absolutely. I was going to continue for another 15 minutes speaking, and then normally do 15 minutes of questions, but people have a lot of questions. I think maybe I'll just go straight to the questions. So can I just see a show of hands of people that feel like they want to ask something, and then we can go, alright, cool, we've got a few. So I'll just ask you one last question, and then we'll get on to that. The last question was in terms of, you spoke about books earlier on, what books would you recommend for people, and maybe I'll get a note of them off for somebody and we'll just pass them along as well, so not everybody has to write them down. One person can do it and send it to everybody.
I'm probably listening more on Audible than I do read books anymore.
You could just give us 3 of the top ones, I think
so,
would be good, because more people can ask later on.
A guy called George, I think it's Berkowitz. how to build $1 billion app. It takes you through numerous stages of, from conception to build to growth. That's really good. There's an app called a book called Contagious by, I think it's Jonah Berger, which talks about how to make things viral. I know that's a kind of overused word, but it looked at all the kind of, I think it's 7 elements of taking an idea or whatever is a marketing idea and making it viral. The platform revolution, I can't remember who wrote that. Leaders Eat Last by Sign it. Lead Startup. It really depends on what stage you're at. What books are the most relevant, I would say.
And also resources as well then.
Yeah, so
in terms of Entrepreneur Network, we've got stuff on here, Strathclyde Enterprise, and CMS as well.
I always have to be careful what I say, because I nearly slagged off one of the Scottish agencies, and it turned out they were in the room. I didn't say that.
I think we'd all rather your honesty. I think to save us sometimes.
There's some stuff that's really good. So we haven't had a great experience with, what do you call it? I can't remember the name now.
That's better.
Yeah. Scottish Enterprise are useful in terms of pointing in the right direction. I would say if you can find networks where you've got people that are in a similar journey, so like Startup for us, Entrepreneurial Spark was great for us, and I think it's really mostly about support and seeing other people that are on the same journey that are having the same challenges, because I think when you're doing this kind of thing, it's really hard, and you need to see that it is really hard and that it's not just you that's not good enough, it's actually just really tough. So seeing that constantly and having people that are going through the same challenges is invaluable for your morale. Business Gateway, it depends who you get. You've now got a guy that's really good, well, not a great experience in general with Business Gateway. But I don't know what anything else has found where some people just did not get a product. They got the product, they didn't get how to market it, they didn't get how to build a business around it.
So if you got one thing from them, is that not better than,
yeah,
especially if people are starting out, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it would be if we had to one thing from them. No,
because maybe it's
actually
it's part of the process, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because everyone's going to be like, I'm not going there, I'm not going there, and then they're going to continue just being where they are without having tried it, you know?
It's just, to be honest, it's just your luck. I mean, we've not had a great success in getting anything out of Business Gateway or Scottish Enterprise.
Has that benefited you in the sense you've maybe been more resourceful and more determined?
I would say, I think one of the biggest things you need as an entrepreneur is just the ability to keep moving on and just to be very
nonchalant.
No nonchalant. It's like thick skin. It's like you can't take things personally. So if things don't work out, it's just like fine, your problem. I don't care. Next. You're going to get 100 no's. You're going to get a load of people just saying that's not going to work. Fine, you've got to just keep moving on, and you've just got to be really, really totally lost the word. Just stop drinking. Okay. Resilient. That's what it was. Thank you. Resilient. I think that's one of the most important things as an entrepreneur is resilience, because you're going to just run into things all the time. I've met some people in the network that have just been really, you said you're going to do this, you didn't do this, and they're really angry about it. It's like, dude, you're wasting energy. Just go on. It's not happening. Just move on. So you've got to just flow through. You're going to run into
Eastern philosophy.
Yeah, no, it is. You've got to just bang into stuff. You just flow around about it, and you just
keep going.
Yeah, just keep going.
I like that. Okay, so just show of hands for questions. Then we'll get onto that. So Jake in the back.
So you were talking about your MVP. What was that stood for again?
Minimum viable product.
Cool. So with such an innovative product, did you worry about releasing it in its early stage and other people seeing that, a bigger company seeing that and going, oh, great idea, we're going to do it.
Yes,
And we're going to do it better, and we're going to do it faster.
Times. So yes to both questions. I was worried about. Sorry.
Did everybody hear that? Okay. Yeah.
So I was worried about putting out before we had all the functionality in, which is why it took longer. I think if we'd done it again, we'd probably just done the player matching bit. So it would just have been players finding other players, which as a product called Find a Player. So I wanted the game organisation and be able to find games as well. So that took us a lot longer. In terms of worrying about big companies doing it, yes. And they did try to rip off the idea. There's a couple of companies we spoke to who both went, oh, this is brilliant, this is exactly what we need. Send us a proposal, which we did, took it to their board, and their board said, oh, great idea, we'll do this ourselves, and took it to an agency. So that will happen, and you can put in, NDAs and non-compete contracts. Some of them will sign them, some of them won't. But ultimately, you've got to have faith that you can deliver it better than they will, because what they will tend to do, the big organisations tend to take it to an agency because they want ownership, so the agency will build it and hand it over, but the agency will just provide the bare minimum of functionality. They won't go into the detail and really doing the stuff that you need to do to get the user interface, user experience right. They'll just build the functionality as is in the contract. So you just need to have faith that you'll be more passionate about the product and deliver it better than they can. And I mean, we actually had Nike launched a 5-a-side app, and I was like, literally wouldn't even open it because I was like, this has just ruined my year. like genuinely, somebody, like one of the guys in entrepreneurs was like, oh Jim, by the way, you see Nike have just launched a 5-a-side app? I was like, driving home like this, and then downloading it, and I was like, this is a pile of shit, And I mean, genuinely, we didn't get funding from Edge Fund for 50 grand because the head judge knew that was coming and said you're never going to be able to compete with it, and it came out and it was just rubbish. And it disappeared, sunk without a trace. So just got to have faith that what you're doing, if you believe in it and you're committed to it, will be better than what people that just want to do it to rip off your idea and will be better than. And that's why I don't really pay a massive amount of attention to competitors.
I just wanted to mention as well, everybody in here is in here for a reason. They maybe have an idea or something. The whole point of being here, as much as it's listening to Jim, is talking with each other. So if you've got an idea and you just want to bounce it off each other and get to know each other, you might even start something out of that, and that's the idea of this. Okay, so next up, yes, sorry, just your name. You're there. Just your name, yeah. And then
my name is Dal, and I just wanted to know, how do you scale your users up, in terms of creating traction around your app? Suppose you have a product, right? And it's your final product, and you've just launched it and install something. So how do you market it? What's your first go-to platform to get attention or more downloads?
So there's a thing called Pirate Metrics, which is I think it's Dave McClure from 500 Startups came up with it, but it's attention, acquisition, totally forgot it now, referral, revenue, but effectively the first one's attention, so get people to find out about it. So there's a number of ways you can do that. You can also pay for marketing, so digital marketing, there's a number of channels. That's a whole other presentation. What we are kind of focused on is the viral acquisition, so getting our users to refer other users. So we focus on, or will be focusing on organisers, so the people that run the games, because if you run a game, typically you have a squad of maybe 20 to 25 people. So if you're the person that controls the game, typically it's a chat group at the moment. So if you then say, right, we're moving off the chat group, we're moving on to find a player, we give you a chat group within that, but we also give you, invites, number tracking, payments, find other players, loads of other things, upsells on what they've used at the moment. So it's really looking at how you can incentivise the people that are using your product to tell other people about it, because that's the most effective and cheapest way to get growth. Is if you can build a really robust viral loop where somebody signs up for your product, then they tell somebody else, and if that cycle's short, so if they're doing it within a day, so they sign up and go, oh, this product's really cool, I'm going to tell somebody else about it. and that person signs up, that's when you get explosive growth. That's when you get good viral growth. If you get good conversion on your referral and a short cycle. Is that too? Is that? I don't know if that's too common.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just wondering how you managed to get like 100, 150 plays.
Well, we've only spent about 30 grand in marketing so far. So we can do like digital acquisition through Facebook ads. There's a number of channels that you can now do app store optimization. You can do Google app. You can do lots of different digital marketing channels, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. You can put adverts on all these, and depending on the product, the costs, from year to year, depends on how relevant your product is to your advertising.
Cool. I want to try and I want to try and get through everybody, so I'll just do the back. If you just shout your name and then your question really loudly, please.
Sorry, you spoke about how people pitch in for games and you take a fee off that, so 20p. How else do you generate revenue? Because when it comes to ads, usually you go for like a subscription. How do you generate revenue? And how have you generated so much money? Because maybe similar group that's generated.
Right, so there's about 3 or 4. The payments is one. The payments actually scales really well. There's also second model is taking referral fees from pitches and courts. So if you go to a facility and say, right, you're going to provide you new bookings, so what we can do when you're creating a game, we can put different venues in front of you and say, right, do you want to book this pitch or this court? So there's a referral model there. There's also an advertising model where within a platform we take out 20 data points from each user. So they tell us what sports they play, what area they're in, how often they play, how good they are. So we've got a really rich stream of first person data. And for advertisers, they're looking to access casual sports players. So we can then say, okay, we want to hit tennis players that are between 25 and 35 in Glasgow. Yeah, so we're not yet, but we'll basically be giving them access to a platform to put adverts on it.
Okay.
And longer term, there's a lot of other data opportunities. I mean, we're looking at other partnerships where we can effectively white label our product into lots of different places. So, for example, we're speaking to a big healthcare company about how we could drive activity, but also monitor activity so that they can see how active their client base is, because they're obviously providing healthcare, so they want people to be active. So there's lots of ways we can take it in terms of monetization, but it's really about, first and foremost, getting those eyeballs and those people on the platform all the time.
Cool. Chris at the back.
Yeah, Chris, so what's been the biggest challenge you've had to overcome in your whole journey, and what would be your advice for anyone that encounters it?
Biggest challenge?
I don't even know where to start.
How do you respond actually to that?
Honestly, there's genuinely, I couldn't even start on that question because I'm trying to think the biggest challenge. I think it's trying to build a product level that we've built with the resources we've got, and I know that's quite a broad answer. But you look at some companies down in London, and they've had like 5-6 million in funding. They've done virtually nothing, and we're running off like 100 grand a year. And it's one of these kind of ongoing challenges of how do you scale when you've not really any money to do it. I'm trying to think of a specific example. To be honest, I think Chris Vanderkyle, sorry, I shouldn't be naming names. Chris Vanderkyle was our head judge at The Edge, and he said, "You're never going to do this." And he was like the young tech guy. I don't know if anybody knows Chris Vanderkyle, but he's like 4J Studios that built Minecraft. And there was 5 judges, and he was a young tech guy, and he said, "You're never going to do this. You're thinking too big." And that's one of my biggest frustrations with Scotland, is that you go to awards and you hear, "Oh, we've got to think big, we've got to think in the same scale as Silicon Valley, we've got to aim for the stars." And then you actually go and say, "Look, we want to build a product on the level of Facebook, but for sports." and they're all like, think too big, mate. You know, and it's just like, make your mind up, you know.
Aye.
And meanwhile they're funding coffee shops and, you know, like wee sort of tiny ideas.
Yeah.
You take a big idea and nobody actually. Yeah, I mean, it's never, to be honest, it's never crossed my mind to quit or give up because I believe in what I'm doing. And I think, back to I think the point we made earlier, that's why you need to really believe, and that's why you need to be absolutely committed to your idea, because if you don't think your idea is good enough, you'll have lots of doubts about other things, so you need to really believe in the fundamental of it.
I just want to maybe get through another two questions then. So just to you on far left.
So you mentioned about raising $500,000 funding, 150,000 from stores, 100,000 from investor. Where did the others come from? And if it was in the UK, have you looked at raising money in America? Why not?
So it's been kind of follow-on investors. So we've had a few angel rounds, like relatively small angel rounds, and it's funny you used to talking of I just need a million. You know, you just get very blasé about it. So relatively small. A couple of angels in Manchester put in 50 grand each, and we had some follow-ons from Cedars, and then we had a couple other angels put in like 75 between them. So it's been kind of, and every time we get follow-ons from Cedars, so it's been like 150, then it was like 100 plus, maybe like 35 follow-ons, then like 75 plus some follow-ons. So it's been kind of, you know, it's never been like $500,000 at a time, which is quite challenging because you know you've only got a finite amount of runway. Have I thought about going to America? Yes.
Silicon Valley.
So I've actually got a mate that I've been. They said he's a guy that knows a lot of people, and I've been trying to organise to do it for ages. You hear all the stories about, you know, if you get a good business plan, go to Silicon Valley, they'll give you like £1 million with like at 10 million valuation. I've heard that. I don't know. I've never actually seen anybody do it. Like if you've got a track record, I know a couple of the guys from Fangio, so I don't know if anybody knows Fangio, Scottish tech company. They sold to Paddy Power for 465 million. We've got one of the founders on our team, but they got shafted by the venture capital company they were working with. Anyway, that's a whole other story. If you've got a background, you could probably go to the Valley and raise, I think, two other founders raised 5 at 25 on a business plan. But, you know, if they don't know you, it's quite similar to London, to be honest. If you go down there and you're down drinking out with the venture capital guys all the time and they know you, they're much more likely to write you a check. Regardless of what you think, it's pretty much about who you know. If you can sell them an amazing story, great, but if you're out with them all the time and they know you, you're going to do better. So yeah.
You don't try to consider it.
No,
cut the video.
sorry, I'm not promoting drinking.
Okay, we'll do one last question then. Hopefully it's a really good one. You look like you might have a good question.
I've got two.
Just your name and the best one out of the two.
Sure.
I'm happy if anybody else has got other questions.
Would you like to start with values or innovation?
Whatever one you'd rather.
That's the question. You're done.
Would you like me to ask both?
We're going to go for a drink after as well, and I think
I'm
so,
going for a beer, so if anybody's got other questions,
you've got more stuff as well, yeah.
I'll talk innovation with you outside.
Right, okay. Values.
My question about values is, throughout your life, what values have you stuck with? And then, how have you transported that to your business, and how's that permeating through it?
Love that question. Love it. I think integrity is probably number one. Like, there's a saying that this saying that it's just business. I hate it. Like, I think, you know, you see people hide behind that and like, oh, it's just business. It's like, well, no, like, I think if you're going to have values, you can't pick and choose when they're values. So I look after people in the way that they would want to be looked after, and everybody gets paid before me. Effectively, I'm the last person to take anything out of the business, and I haven't taken anything out of it so far.
Is that part of the stress as well, dealing with
Ah,
knowing
yeah,
that you're
sure.
responsible for not just your family but other people's livelihood as well?
Yeah. But we simply wouldn't have been able to get to where we've gone to if I'd been taking a salary of the business. So I mean, I get paid from other family businesses, just so that we can put everything in to find a player, and so that I have a clear conscience in terms of the people that I've invested money with. Is I can look them in the eye and know that I've done everything I possibly can um, to maximise the money they've invested with us. I think transparency, honesty, got to work hard, and I think transparency and honesty isn't a. That's also about when you're not doing things right. We all get things wrong. None of us are perfect, and we all make mistakes. And as long as you are doing things for the right reasons, then I don't have any problem with it. You're expected to make mistakes. Um, and I think the other thing, transparency and the fact that you know, we, I think as long as people know where they are and that you're not hiding things from them and that you're not trying to pull the wool over their eyes, then they'll be very respectful and trusting of you. I think. I mean, I get asked a question from a venture capital company a month ago about, can you say with 100% certainty this is going to be a success? And I was like, no. And I would challenge you, if anybody says, any startup that comes in here asking you for money says 100% certainty they'll be a success, I wouldn't get anywhere near them, because nobody, this is hard, and it's, there's a lot of pitfalls and there's a lot of unknowns and there's a lot of variables. So I think anybody that says, oh, I know all, I actually sat with a guy who was recommended I speak to, who had a big company that raised probably in the tens of millions of pounds, big adverts on TV, you would have seen the adverts. And he was the guy, he was the founder, and he was.
Can you tell us what it is?
No.
And
I'll tell you the pub. We went for lunch, and he sat and told me how well his plan was mapped out, what colour his Lamborghini was going to be, and exactly all his milestones. And I was sitting there going, holy shit, this guy really knows his stuff. And I was just, came out of the meeting, and he was like, yeah, I mean, I would put you in front of the VCs, there's some uncertainty in your answers, you don't know exactly, where you're going to be in a year's time. Well, don't have a crystal ball, we've got a map, a roadmap and a plan. And his business went, and he chopped out, and we got a new CEO in. And I don't know, I think they raised probably 15 million quid or something like that, and he got planted. At the time I was like, well, I don't know shit. I was like going, I really need to get my ass in gear as a chief exec here. And then you find out guys like that have got all the mouth, but actually, we're all making one to a degree, you have an idea of what you're doing, but it's always valuable,
It's gonna be good answer.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're just going to finish it up.
I know, the questions are completed, but can I ask the last question? Last one.
The balls to go through.
Because it's not a nice thing to ask, that's why I'm asking at the last. Okay.
Yeah.
So, if this thing had failed,
Yeah.
did you have a backup plan?
I was thinking of this the other day actually. A backup plan in terms of what?
Like, you cannot invest your like 6 years, 1 month, 2 year and all, go on investing your time and then say, no, it's not going to work out. So you should have something like, if I try this for like 2 years or something and it doesn't work out, I have a failure point, and if it doesn't work out, I'm going to try this or I'm going to do something else.
Is that not what your family does?
Yeah, I mean, there's backup plans in the sense that, I would go back to the family businesses, and actually one of the guys had already said to me about taking one of their other businesses and making it a social business. the water company, which I could do at some point. But I don't think you can go into things thinking this is going to fail. You know, you need to be realistic because any tech startup's risky, highly risky. But I think you need to be sort of very committed and just need to, like, regardless of what happens, if you start bailing out early, you start going, oh, you know what, I don't think that's going to work. Like, it's not going to work. I read a book called Founders at Work, and it's a load of big successful tech businesses, pretty much all of them. Like, there was one really universal thread, which was they were all this close to quit, and then it just capped. And you just need to keep going, you find a way, and I know sometimes you need to just accept reality that it's not going to work, but I think we've seen that we're always progressing, and there's always demand. So I refuse to. I've got things in the back of my mind that you know, as an entrepreneur, you've always got other ideas. You know, ideas are not a problem. You know, it's like, remember when we first did the Entrepreneurial Spark, it was like, hi, my name's Jim, I'm an entrepreneur, I haven't started a business in 3 weeks. You know, and it's like Entrepreneurs Anonymous, you know. So ideas are not a problem, but you need to. That's one of the things I learned was you have to commit to what you're doing, because if you're already thinking about the next thing, you may as well give up on the thing you're on. You know, you need to be, and it's not. I know there's other things you can do, but I'm like laser focused.
Thank you.
Cool, right. So thanks everyone for coming. Without you guys, it's not possible. I think everybody except the cameraman Clemens. So I want to give him a shout as well.